third day of a pretrial motion hearing for Ryan Duke begins later this afternoon in Georgia. He's accused of murdering high school teacher and former beauty queen Tara Grinstead. The murder trial for Ryan Dukes is set to begin in May. Investigators say Duke confessed to the murder, but now he says that was a false confession, and he's pleading not guilty. During proceedings yesterday, his alleged accomplice, Beau Dukes, returned to court, triumphantly walking to the witness stand and saying basically nothing. Took the fifth. Court TV legal correspondent Julia Janae is outside the Irwin County Courthouse in Ocilla, Georgia, and has more on what happened yesterday in that courthouse and what is left to do today.
All things here for the case against Ryan Duke at the Irwin County Superior Court looks ahead to the trial that's slated to start on May 2nd. But the question still remains as to whether or not Beau Dukes, the alleged accomplice of the defendant, will be actually testifying. He took the stand twice for this two-day motions hearing that happened this week, and both times he declined to testify. The defense even wondering if this is going to change things for them at trial. But here's a bit of what he didn't want to answer, but what the defense wanted to get him on the record talking about.
Do you believe that you had a deal?
Under the advice of counsel, I'm invoking my Fifth Amendment right not to self-incriminate.
In fact, did you then subsequently text friends of yours saying that you believed you had a deal?
Under the advice of counsel, I'm invoking my Fifth Amendment right not to testify.
Ashley Merchant there talking about text messages that they have in the file. We don't know who actually received these messages, only that they were a friend of Beau Dukes. But here's a look at some of that language in the text exchange on the phone of that friend. The two are talking about Grinstead's death, and the friend asks Beau who or what broke open the case after so long. Beau responds that Brooke, his girlfriend, let it slip to her mom. She tipped off the GBI through a long negotiation between Brooke, the case agent, myself, and eventually my lawyers and the district attorneys. We worked out a deal. Beau continues saying it worked out well for me at least, and Brooke may get the reward, that outstanding reward for information on Grinstead's death. This was at a time that it had been a cold case, but in 2017 he was questioned by those prosecutors and then arrested. Why this is important, the defense has been saying that there was some kind of incentive for Beau Dukes to actually come forward and say these things about Ryan Duke, his former friend and former roommate, and they say that these texts prove that, at least in his mind, there was some kind of benefit he expected to gain. Reporting in Irwin County, Georgia, Julia Janae with Court TV.
All right, thanks to Julia. Still with us, trial attorney David Wyatt in Greenville, South Carolina. And David, Julia mentioned these text messages. There are more text messages that are in the record from Beau Dukes to an unidentified person. One of them says, talking about Ryan Duke, he dumped her body in one of my family's orchards in Fitzgerald and didn't tell me about it for 4 blanking days. Then I helped him get rid of it. We were roommates at the time. Another text exchange with Beau Dukes and the unnamed friend goes on to say from the friend, dude, who else knew about this besides you? To which Beau Dukes responds, Emily, 2 guys from Ocilla, Brooke, my cousin, possibly others I don't remember telling. Please, never bring me a dead body, although I now have had some practice. Bottom line is, jurors are going to be pretty disgusted by these text messages, as they usually are, because it brings up that, you think nobody's listening. You think nobody can get a hold of my text messages from my person that I'm texting. And then it comes back and haunts you in court. Your thoughts overall in terms of this battle that's going to be waged. Was it Ryan Duke or Beau Dukes that actually killed Tara Grinstead?
Yeah, this is a bizarre case, and these two gentlemen, I mean, this Beau Dukes serving a 25-year sentence for helping out Ryan. I mean, it's lots of motions to be gone through. The defense is doing what they can, but Ryan Duke is, I mean, it is definitely got a lot of hurdles to overcome, and these types of text messages are I think that Ryan and his team are going to try to use that to pin all this on Beau, but I don't think that it's going to, it's not just a one-way street here towards Beau Duke.
All right, and again, the final day of the pretrial hearing is going to be wrapping today. It extended into today. It's a Zoom appearance with the GBI, the Georgia Bureau of Investigation agent that actually did the interview with Ryan Duke and his confession. And then it will be trial time in May.